In a tranquil forest where time meandered softly and the sun's golden light filtered through ancient trees, two unlikely friends made their home. Luna, a spirited white rabbit with eyes like polished amber, and Oliver, a wise owl with feathers the color of moonlight and dusk. Every morning, as the first light of dawn broke through the canopy, Luna would stretch beneath the roots of her mossy burrow, and Oliver would ruffle his wings atop the tallest cedar tree. They greeted each new day with quiet wonder, sharing dreams whispered in starlight and laughter that rippled through the woods like birdsong. Their friendship was not born of similarity, but of shared wonder. Luna was bound to the earth, quick-footed and full of energy, while Oliver soared silently through the skies, a calm observer of all things. Yet together they made sense of the world. As seasons shifted, so did their adventures, always hand in wing, always side by side. When the frost retreated and the forest awakened in a soft sigh of green, spring arrived like a shy melody. Buds blossomed on every branch, and the scent of damp earth rose like a lullaby. Luna leapt joyfully through fields newly painted with daisies and buttercups, her paws barely brushing the ground. The breeze kissed her ears, and she laughed like wind chimes on a warm day. Above her, Oliver glided through the budding trees, his keen eyes watching over her from branch to branch. He guided her toward hidden streams, secret groves, and hollows where sunbeams poured in like liquid gold. In one quiet glen, they found an abandoned nest of blue eggs, cold and alone. Luna fretted, but Oliver, with solemn calm, explained the rhythm of the wild, that some things begin and some things end, but all have meaning. Luna nodded, not fully understanding, but trusting him completely. Summer came with bold strokes of warmth. The forest thickened with life. Bees hummed lazily, cicadas buzzed, and fireflies lit the dusk like scattered stars. The air grew heavy with honeyed scents, and the days stretched endlessly. Luna and Oliver discovered the shimmering river, its waters cool and sparkling. They spent long afternoons there, Luna leaping from rock to rock, splashing in shallow pools, while Oliver watched her from overhanging branches, sometimes diving down to skim the surface with his talons, catching silver glimmers of fish. When night came, they lay beneath the open sky, Luna nestled in soft grass, Oliver perched on a nearby stump, and whispered their thoughts to the stars. Luna spoke of dreams she had, of flying, of touching the moon. Oliver listened, and sometimes, when the moment felt just right, he shared secrets carried on night winds, of distant mountains and hidden valleys beyond the forest. Then came autumn, dressed in robes of red and gold. The air turned crisp, and the forest began to exhale, slowly preparing for slumber. Leaves pirouetted to the ground like tiny dancers, and the river grew quiet, its laughter hushed. Luna noticed Oliver spending longer hours staring at the horizon. He spoke less, his eyes filled with distant thoughts. The trees whispered warnings in the wind, and Luna's heart began to feel heavier. One evening, beneath a sky brushed with twilight and scattered leaves, she finally found the courage to ask what had haunted her for days. "Will you leave, Oliver?" she asked, her voice trembling. Oliver turned his head slowly, his eyes reflecting the fading light. He stepped down from his perch and sat beside her on a bed of fallen leaves. "The seasons may change," he said softly, "but true friendship does not waver with the wind. I may need to follow the stars south for a time, Luna, but I will carry your laughter on my wings. I will return when the blossoms bloom again." Luna blinked back tears, her chest tight with both sorrow and hope. "Promise?" she whispered. "On every feather I have," he replied, touching his wingtip to her soft cheek. When the first snowflakes fell, Oliver was gone. Luna waited beneath bare branches, her breath forming clouds in the cold air. The forest felt quieter, lonelier. She busied herself with gathering food, building cozy corners in her burrow, and watching the sky at dusk. Sometimes she heard a distant call in the wind and imagined it was him. But through the stillness, Luna found something new, a strength within. She explored alone now, discovering frozen waterfalls, patterns in snow, and silent beauty she had once missed. She made friends with the squirrels and traded stories with the foxes. Though she missed Oliver dearly, she began to understand that she had grown. Then, as winter began to thaw, one morning as birds began to sing again, a familiar shadow circled above the forest canopy. Luna looked up, her heart leaping. Oliver landed gently beside her, feathers fluffed from travel, eyes shining with warmth. "You've changed," he said, smiling. "So have you," Luna replied, and together, once more, they greeted the dawn, stronger, wiser, and ready for the next season of their shared journey.